How's it going today, guys? We are checking out the skin submissions this week, and we have a full one. Now, we've been trying to keep the list below 35 skins or so each week, just because, only 8 do get accepted every week, and also want to push for that extra quality and competition and things. Also, we reduced it to where we only want to get 1 submission per artist. And, there's been some confusions around that and here and there. But last week I was contacted by the devs saying that there would probably be a charity garage door skin and to hold off showing any garage doors. Well, unfortunately that hit a snag and it didn't happen. So this week we're making up for it by showing all those garage doors. So some people might double up this week, but that's just because they got cut out of last week. So just wanted to make that clear ahead of time. For any kind of questions people might have regarding, like, how come you didn't show the garage doors last week and now you are this week, but now some people are getting 2, I thought you said, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, guys, let's jump into the part you're actually here for, and that is the skins. So we're going to start off with a couple of really cool sets here. We've got a awesome hoodie and pants submission here. It is the Vagabond set by Garrick, and as you can see, it's got like a little like skull down here, but most of it just kind of looks like it's really made from like mismatched materials and everything. It's held together. You got lots of straps. It's one of those things that feels very rusty, and you got a little different kind of skull here. It's just the teeth and the cap and so forth. I know a lot of people are kind of bored of skulls, but hey, that's just kind of how it is. And then over here, you can see like the hoodie has the 2 little eyes and the nose cut into it, which I thought was kind of cool. So it's definitely a unique looking set, and I love the look of it. It also has kind of like a bloodied bandage, which I thought was neat as well. Not too many skins have like battle scars or anything like that. Next, we've got an epic set if you feel like joining the scouts or just plain going camping. It's got an ascot and everything. If you don't know what an ascot is, it's this red strap thing around his neck. Anyways. He's also got a tie under there, super professional. We've got some kind of badge over here that has to do with forestry. And this is just an absolutely clean set. It just looks so nice. It does, of course, look like it has some wear and tear, some dirt. This guy has been doing some work. We got a bear patch over here, which is cool. And then it looks like a bear may have gotten whoever was in this hoodie at one point. And got a good bite out of their hiney as well. So, yeah, something but this guy right in the ass. And I guess he got off with the underwear on his ass. So it's just a really funny set because it looks so clean from the front, and then the back tells a completely different story. Definitely very creative, and good job to the artist for this week. Next up, we've got continuation in the conspiracy set, starting with, of course, the leather gloves. So it's got the little all-seeing eye right there, along with that signature kind of green plasticky, very almost a, I don't know, latex look to it. And then over here on this side, it's pretty much the same. There is like a little button down here, as you can see. And then the boots, these are really cool looking. They have the little alien faces at the ends, and I don't know, there's just something really amusing about the way they look, and I just think it's a really cool looking set. You got Sasquatch repping over here on this side, wearing the metal face mask and chest armor. Pretty good. I love it. So anyways, definitely very cool addition to this set. Next up, we've got the only armor for you guys this week, and this is the Blackout HQ set, and everyone has been asking and begging for this, so he delivered and brought it to us this week. And it's just a very nice tactical vest. You can see there's a little mix of different colors of grays and dark shades in there, but for the most part, far away, it's a very nice dark color. And then you can see the same thing in the face mask. It's kind of got that little digital camo thing going on. And then, yeah, it's kind of got these, like, sheer sides to it. Not really sheer, but you see there's, like, an angle cut to it. It's not just flat, which I thought was kind of neat. And then, yeah, the top of it just kind of looks like a nice, clean fabric as well. You can see the back is pretty much, same deal going on. So, yeah, this one's going to be very popular if it makes it in, for sure. Alright guys, so let's jump straight into the deployables, and we've got 2 boxes for you. This one is a continuation in Dan's set with his Egyptian look, and this would be the hieroglyphic large box. And you can see there's a few things different going on here, like a minicopter, and that guy's wearing a metal faceplate that looks quite familiar and less Egyptian, and that may be an AK and a rocket launcher and a bucket helmet. And is that guy in a hazmat suit? I think he is. So definitely some very cool things there. Also, the Pharaoh up here is holding a rust pickaxe and hatchet. That's really cool. So definitely a lot of effort went into this. You can see this side of the box has some other things going on. There's a workbench. Over here, it looks like a trade of a rocket launcher. And then over here, you've got the Ankh. I almost forgot what that was called. And then we've got... Oh, I'm forgetting... Is that the Eye of Ra, I think? I might be wrong. It's been a while since I've done any kind of like Egyptian stuff. But, you know, look into the culture there. Or played Age of Mythology. Oh, that's an old game. Anyways, definitely a very cool box for sure. And, oh, I had to note too, the eyes look like they're kind of cut out to be the metal face mask, which I thought was cool. Moving on over here, we've got a continuation from Vlek's set of the heli crates, and this one is the large box version, so I think it turned out really good. He did an awesome job. There's a couple versions of it, and this one is the final one. It turned out quite nice. We've got our favorite little heavy scientist guy up here. Picture of the cargo, and then there's a little box drop off, and there's another one of the hacking started. So a lot of little effort went into this box here, and it looks really, really nice. I definitely love to pick this one up personally, if it makes it in. Next, we've got doors, and more doors. Over here, we've got a, I guess the conspiracy kind of thing is catching on, guys, because this is the all-seeing door by Zulik, and you can see there's something different about these flowers. They may be watching you right back, but don't worry, look how friendly the door looks, so... Yeah. They're always watching. Moving on, let's start with the garage doors. This one here is definitely a very cute little door. It is the Bumblebee garage door by Vitalik, and I believe this is one of his reworks, and it definitely looks great. I love how gritty it is. And the roller is actually quite cool as well, and you gotta love this little kind of, I don't know, he looks nervous to me. He looks like a nervous Bumblebee. He's up to something. I don't think you can trust him. I think he's gonna sting you. Anyways, moving on past my bad jokes, we've got this right here, which was originally a police garage door. I threw the original version into the list just in case you guys want to see it. But usually Hulk doesn't like lettering on things that just say, you know, like police or SWAT or something like that. So I let the author know, and in the meantime, while the garage doors were on hold, they went ahead and removed it. And this just really looks like a really epic kind of like lockdown garage door. This thing is really nice, and I wouldn't mind picking this one up myself. I always like the kind of more military or clean kind of industrial look. Next, we've got a trippy garage door for you. This is a collaboration between Cubist and Vase, and yeah, this thing is super trippy. It is the Infinity garage door, and well, I think you can guess why, and it's because it kind of has that little effect on you when you're looking at it. You're like, wait, is it following me? And I just love it. I think it's very artistic, and definitely an epic looking garage door. Come back. Next, I love on this garage door how much the fabric actually looks like fabric. This is the Looney Bin garage door by Retro, and Retro took a break and came back, and this is a great first submission, and it just really does look kind of like patches taken from an asylum and made into like a patched up door. And then they've got this little peephole, which I think is, you don't really notice it because there's a lot going on. And then once you realize there's actually like a peephole or a camera going on in there, definitely a cool idea for a door. Next, we've got another prisoner-related door, and this one is the Convict garage door by Evan, and it is, yeah, prisoners, escapees will be shot on sight. Prisoners procuring or concealing escape of nakeds are subject to prosecution and indefinite farming. So, hey, you help the nakeds escape, then you're going to go into servitude yourself. And then caution, nakeds may be escaped convicts. Do not give them tools, weapons, or food. So I just love kind of the joke around it. It's definitely a cool little door. Lots of great garage doors. It's going to be a hard one for help. And then over here, we've got another epic garage door. This is the Disco Entrance Garage Door. And 11 it submitted this, and it's just crazy looking. I love the looks of all these. Now, again, the records don't really bend, so I don't know how it is, but it's such an awesome looking garage door. I really love the sense of it and the idea. And this poster is just absolutely great. To pass the end of time. So, yeah, the only thing is it just a little tough with that roll-up rule. But, hey, you know, let's just pretend the vinyls bend a lot. I don't know. We'll see. Moving on, we've got what looks like a kid drew it. And I believe that is the point. It is the Peace Island door. And it's got this little spinner, tie-dye spinner in the middle, it looks like. And it's, like, spraying rainbow rivers out. And then you've got the different monuments. And it's just absolutely really cool. I think it's an awesome looking garage door, and it kind of fits Russ. Like, if you're walking through this insane island of crazy people, seeing something painted like this would be really normal. And then lastly, we've got a armored garage door, guys. Armored door. This is what it sounds like when you're having a stroke by accident. Anyways, we've got an armored door here. And this is from Johnny. It's a continuation in his Horseman set. So this one is called the War... Oh, sorry. This is part of his War set. This is a War armor door. So War is another one of his sets. There's a... believe a single armored door that made it in from this set. And yeah, I really like that he put some of these like flaps on here. A lot of like armored trucks will have them. They can point a rifle out of it. And yeah, this looks altogether really, really cool. He did some nice details, and of course the painting is awesome. And I like this person that's like over here in the corner, just chilling with a wolf helmet. And of course, everyone wants to see the toggle, so boom. There's that. And then let's check out the other side. And as you can see on this side, you've got the Raiders. So it's really, really cool. You know, it's got this just two-dimension to it. It's absolutely just an awesome idea. All right, now that we've made it through the deployables, we've got plenty of more things to show you, so let's get right to it. First off, we've got a very epic rock. This is the Acid Rock from Bad Trip, and it looks like a ball of slime filled with acid, or an acidy ball of slime, or just honestly just epic. I love this thing. It looks slimy, and I would love to get this rock myself personally. So hey, who knows? We'll just have to see. There's a lot of competition this week. And by competition, I mean a ton of tools. Let's get this in some good lighting, right? Ooh, there we go. That's the good light. So we're starting off this first tool set here by Little Ranger. And this is the Bite Stone Tool Set. I wonder why it's called Bite. Well, there's a skull biting the actual handle. Look at that. I like that. It's a cool little idea. You know, it looks like it's it bit onto it, and that's kind of what's holding it up here. And I really love that little concept. And then, of course, it's got a matching stone pick. And, of course, this one... you don't got too much to work with in the front there, so instead they went for some teeth. I think that's kind of creepy looking, which I think fits along with it. So definitely very cool there. Then moving on, we've got another set for you, and this is an updated stone hatchet, but there was no matching pick, so now we have the Yeti stone hatchet and the Yeti stone pick. And I really like the carving at the top of this one. I think it looks really nice. And it really does have that kind of, you know, like European kind of look to it. or not just European, I guess it could even be just Tibetan even. It just kind of has like a snowy tree timbery look. You know what I mean? And then lastly, we've got a continuation. There's an accepted stone hatchet in this set, but we never got a pickaxe, so the volcanic stone pickaxe is now here. So boom, there you go. I love how it looks like it's kind of held on by, I don't know if that's supposed to be duct tape or if it's maybe like a thin metal wrap, like an aluminum wrap. I'm not sure about that. But one way or another, definitely very cool. And of course, some of these glow. So let's go ahead and get through that and check it out. So there we go. You got the glow on this guy. And then we've got, I believe, boom, acid rock. Very, very cool. Then we should have a little bit glow on the Yeti set. Yep, there we go. Can we get it? There we go. And there should be there. Look at that. Very beautiful. Definitely some nice glow on these. And there are more stone tools. Don't worry, guys. We've got one more set for you. And this is the Obsidian set. So we've got this as a new set. Now, this is the glowing version, so I'll be sure to show you that. But there also is a non-glowing in case Hulk isn't feeling the glowing mood this week. And here we have the stone pick. Now, I wish there was a little bit more color to it, but I also kind of love the simplicity of it. So I'm not sure. It's kind of got that simple little leather strap and just kind of like a worn out twig, honestly. But I feel like maybe it needed a little more adornment or color, maybe. Then we've got some actual metal tools for you, and this is a continuation of the Pyrolyze set from Anubis. And we've got the hatchet here. And then, of course, the matching pickaxe. I just love how it basically looks like it's like charcoal. Like, I feel like if you hit something with this, it would just shatter in your hands. But it's definitely a very cool looking effect. Then we've got a couple bows for you, starting with this one right here. And it's got this, you know, splash of blue going on. Literally, it just kind of looks like a splash of blue. And this is the Abyss Bow. And we'll go ahead and draw it. Do a little spin around there. Go ahead and pull it out. And take a look at it there. So yeah, this is more of a kind of like a CSGO kind of sportsy look. And we don't have too many things like that, so I think that makes this unique and also kind of a niche buy a lot of people would go for. So definitely a neat idea for this bow here. And then, whoops, lastly, we should have one more bow. Boom. Here we go. And this one is very cool. It goes for kind of that makeshifty look. And it looks like it's made out of wood and little scrap pieces of metal. And we've got some, you know, tape holding it together there. And then the wire, or the bowstring looks like a metal wire. Of course, now realistically that wouldn't really work, but you know, again, it's a game and it's cool and it looks quite neat. And we'll take a look at the glow here as promised. So here's the Obsidian set. And then we've got the Pyrolyzed. It's got a little bit of glow down there at the bottom too, which is quite cool. Alright, let's jump into our next set, and we've got a crossbow here, and this is a continuation in the bow that we actually got the other week, and this is the Seafarer crossbow by White. And you go ahead and aim down the sight here. It's just altogether really nice. I love the kind of like fabric-y look, and it has kind of like a piratey but old look to it, and well, you know, olden kind of regal look. And I think they nailed the whole Seafarer thing quite well. It's definitely a very nice looking crossbow. Next, we've got a double barrel for you, and this one is themed after the lighthouses. If you can't tell, the barrels themselves are made to look like mini little lighthouses, which is quite cool. And there's actually a little drawing on the side there. You can see like some flotsam with some, you know, looks like some barrels and two guys in a boat, with a lighthouse in the distance right there, and it's definitely got some cool little details to it. I think it's a very creative little double barrel, and let's go ahead and reload. so we can show that animation there. And boom, there we have it. Next up, we've got a couple SARs for you, starting with this one, and an eye can see everything, and this eye just stares into you and judges you. I don't know if I could focus shooting anything with that giant, horrible-looking eyeball staring at me. And it's got even crazier little stuff here on the side. It's got a brain. It's got all sorts of stuff going on. Definitely a cool little creative SAR for sure. This is the Brain Blow SAR. Next, we've got a continuation of the Born to be Killed set by Milo with the Born to be Kill SAR. And it has that little camo, and it has kind of like a little bit of like a flight look to it. And yeah, it's just altogether really cool. I think this is the one that, like, the set that implemented a lot of little denim pieces, which you can kind of see on the straps and so forth. Definitely a very cool looking little SAR. Moving on, we've got a Thompson for you. This is the EXO Thompson, and yeah, this one's actually very kind of sleek. I love the industrial look to it, and I think it's done quite well. Aiming down the sight here, you've got a little cog, and make all the jokes you want there, guys. And yeah, it's just altogether very cool. I like the sleekness of it, and hopefully we get a Thompson. I know everyone has been dying for a Thompson skin. Whoop. Wrong one there. Lastly, in this set, we've got a MP5 for you, and this one has this really awesome kind of like cartoon, cel-shaded look to it. I think DefC did a really good job on this one. It is the Ignition MP5. Aiming down the sights, you got a little flame. I kind of wish maybe that flame was colored a little bit of a different color, so it kind of stands out a little bit more. Also, maybe the screw or something. So there's little details there that could be filled in. But altogether, this thing definitely looks really cool, and I love that cel shade effect. Next up, we've got another MP5. This is the Monster Flesh MP5 by Duck, and this thing is really epic looking. I love the cartoony graffiti look to it. Aiming down the sights, you got this little sad face. It's always good when you include something when you aim down the sights. And you can see there's a little bit of the pink and the blue on the side there from it, and yeah, it's altogether, this thing is really epic looking. I love the cartoony look, and definitely pick up this SMG if I saw it myself in the store. So hopefully this one's got a chance. Again, it's been a while since we've had an MP5. Next up, we've got a couple AKs for you. This one missed it last week. It was submitted after I had already gotten the video done, so I wanted to make sure to bring it to you guys. And this is from Call Me Tommy. It has a very nice industrial kind of military-esque look to it. And it is the Voltage AK-47. As you can see, it's got the little voltage symbol. So, you know, I mean, that should make sense, guys. Duh. But it's definitely got a very clean-cut look that I think a lot of people that like the clean or military-esque look would love. Go ahead and pop a new clip. Boom. All right. Next, we've got a very, very creative AK right here. Check this out. This one is brought to us by Vase this week, and it is just absolutely awesome. This is the Raptor AK. Aiming down here, you got these really cool looking claws just kind of like digging out of it and clawing their way through. And you got a red painted sight, and then you can also see some details of kind of like a dinosaur scale look, which I think is a nice added effect to the front. And this Raptor is just absolutely cool looking. The art on it is just amazing. Let's go ahead and pop a reload. Boom! Jaw in, he is screaming and ready to go. Gotta love that. Next, we've got another artsy weapon, and this one is a continuation of Odyssey's new Poison set. So if everyone loved the high qual armor, well, this is going in the right direction, guys. I really love the look of this. It's just got this very cool little art to it, and then it's got the poison stuff going on. This is going in the right direction. I definitely picked this one up myself as well. A lot of good stuff this week, guys. Let's go ahead and pop a reload. Oh, no, I think we ran out of AK ammo. Well, one way or another, we'll take a little extra look at the clip there. Boom. Next, we've got an LR for you. This guy is very, very fancy, and it is got this nice aquamarine color, and it's the Morzhevic LR. I'm probably saying that wrong. I butchered it horribly, and you're all going to correct me in the comments, so please do. Aiming down the sights, you've got a nice, very fancy symbol. the whole thing is just a very nice fancy color, and the aqua marine color is quite nice. And it's colored all up with that digital night camo, and yeah, it's just very cool idea. I love the idea of it. Stealth rocket launcher for those nighttime raids with your night vision, so very cool idea. Let's of course do a reload on it. And I mean, you can't play around with a rocket launcher without doing something with it, so let's, I don't know. Let's blow up a tree. Alright, well, anyways, guys, that does it for this week. Thanks for checking them all out with me. Go give some votes or comments to the artists and everyone. I have the link down below in the description as usual. Leave your feedback for me and I'll try to get to the right people. And I hope you all have a great week, and we'll be back on Thursday to show you which ones made it in.